Here's another example solving a word problem. This time the problem is the length of a rectangle is 4 meters less than twice the width. If the perimeter is 46 meters, what are the dimensions of the rectangle? Okay, so first thing is always to focus on what's being asked. What quantity are we being asked to find? And in this case, dimensions of the rectangle, so we need to find the length and the width of the rectangle. So we could set up some variables for those quantities. We can let L equal the length of the rectangle and let W equal the width. Okay, and then we can go sentence by sentence here and try to turn the words into equations. So starting with this first sentence, the length of a rectangle is 4 meters less than twice the width. And I guess if we want to write the equation in words first, then this boils down to length of the rectangle is, so equals, 4 meters less than twice the width. Okay. So length is L equals. Now the phrase less than can be a little tricky. So 4 meters less than twice the width. The common error is to write 4 and then less than, so I'm going to subtract twice the width, so that'll be 2 times W. Twice the width, so that's double the width. But this wouldn't be correct. We don't want to start with 4 meters and then take away 2 times whatever the width is. In fact, we need this written the other way around. What 4 meters less than twice the width means we want to start with twice the width and 4 meters less than that. So we want to take the 4 meters away from 2W. So this is the equation that we're going to work with. And we're going to box this one up in red. Now the second sentence. So if the perimeter is 46 meters, what are the dimensions? Okay. So you need to recall the formula for perimeter of a rectangle. And let me just draw a rectangle off to the side here. So perimeter is the length of all 4 sides. I'm going to call this the width, and I'll call this the length. So if you add up the lengths of all the sides, that's what perimeter represents. And so it's going to be the length plus the length, so 2 times the length, plus the width plus the width, so 2 times the width. So and there's your perimeter formula for a rectangle, 2L plus 2W. Now we can plug in a few things. First of all, the second sentence says that the perimeter is 46 meters. So taking that phrase and writing it as an equation, P equals 46. Sorry, it's kind of crammed in there. So this P right here equals 46. Okay, this is equal to 2 times the length. Okay, well, so here we can note that, well, the length is equal to 2W minus 4. So it's 2 times that entire quantity. So again, we've got just retracing our steps. Perimeter is 46 equals 2 times the length. Well, the first sentence told us that the length is 4 meters less than twice the width. So we can put that expression here. Plus 2 times the width. The goal is to write, if we're going to solve a single equation here, we need it written in terms of a single variable or a single unknown quantity if it's one equation. If we had 2 unknown quantities, we would need 2 equations, which is kind of what we started with. So in order to be able to solve, we need to narrow it down to just an equation in terms of a single variable, which is what we've done here. Once we replace the length with that expression from the first sentence, 2W minus 4. Okay, so now we can solve this equation for W. The way to do that would be to first distribute this 2 and then combine like terms. So this equation becomes 46 equals 2 times 2w, so that's 4w, minus 2 times 4, so that's 8, plus 2w. Okay, so 46 equals 4w plus 2w, so that's 6w minus 8. Add 8 to both sides, trying to get w by itself. So this is 54 equals 6 times w. Divide both sides by 6. And I've really run myself out of room on this board. I'm going to have to get rid of some of the question up here. So we have 54 divided by 6, so that's 9 equals w. So w is 9 meters. That's how wide it is. And we also need the length, because the problem asks for the dimensions of the rectangle, so that would refer to the length and the width. We have the width is 9 meters, and the length is equal to 2w minus 4. Well, so that's 2 times, we now know the value of w is 9 minus 4. I'm trying to color code this. So this is 18 minus 4, so this is 14 meters. So the length is 14 meters, the width is 9 meters.